this is Jamie. I want to welcome you to my channel today. Hope you're all doing well and staying safe. Today I am continuing my coloring book collection, going shelf by shelf, and I am going to be showing you the next shelf in the series, and this one has all of my Kameliya Angelkova coloring books. I have quite a few, and I've colored in most of them. So there'll be a lot of completed pages to share with you in this video. First one I have here is the 50 Halloween miniatures. I've pulled it on screen already. First, I think what I'll do is I'll show you the miniatures and then go on to the books that aren't the miniatures ones. So you can just sit back, relax, have a drink, and hopefully you guys enjoy. And I'll try to keep it from glaring. I have a few different lights going so that you guys can see, and then also it's nighttime, so I have to have some light. There's no actual natural light coming in. That's why we have a glare. But anyway, 50 Halloween miniatures. And this one has the black background in it, and I've only done a couple. I did this one with the skeletons, and they're on the broomstick, and there's some glitter gel pen on there. And you can kind of see some different things that are in here. And then I've also done this one, which has the scarecrow. And I added little gems to the stars, not all of them, just some of them, just for fun. And it was basically just alcohol markers. But I think that the colors really pop with that black background. Oop. There we go, we'll just set it right there. This next one is 50 vacation miniatures. This one I haven't colored in, and I think it's because when I got it, I lost it somewhere in my bedroom, and then I found it eventually, and then by the time I found it, it was like winter, so I wasn't really in the mood to color in it. And it has a lot of really cute summer scenes, and yeah, definitely screams summertime to me. And it's a lot bigger, and the line art isn't too thick. It's a fun stuff. Might need to keep this one out for the 4th of July because there's lots of fun summer things to do. Next one I have here is 50 romantic miniatures. This was one of the earlier ones that she did, and I've done a few in here. So I've done this one with the chairs and flowers and stuff. I used alcohol markers, and it looks like I've used a pastel to do the background there. I tried to do some of these scene pictures and the animal pictures, so I kind of work through both in the book. Don't just leave one to last type of a thing. Next one I have here is this one. I did this February of 22, it looks like. Maybe I did it for Valentine's Day for like singles awareness, the black rose type of thing. And this has Jelly Roll Glaze on it and Pentel Sparkle Pop. Yeah. And then I did this one back January 2021, and this one was a buddy color, and it just has these teacups stacked. And I really liked my blend on my flowers at the time. Now that I look at it, I could have done a better job, but at the time I was really proud of them. And the little things on the cup make it look like it's saying I love you. So yeah. In 50 ocean miniatures, I've only done a couple, and the ones that I've done is this well one. Remember I did this when I was watching TV one time. with glitter gel pen and markers. Nothing too extravagant, but it is a finished page. And then I did this one with the goldfish in love. This was May of 22. Maybe I was kind of wanting to do something different than a mermaid, so I chose to do the little goldfishies. So yeah, some fun ones there. This one has quite a few done. I think it was last year or maybe the year before, I can't remember. I worked on my Kameliya Angelkova collection, and I wanted to do as many colorings as possible in my Kameliya Angelkovas. And I had a lot of buddy colors in this book. 50 Farmers Miniatures, because it had just been released. And I will show you. So I've done this one with the carrot. A lot of these are buddy colors. Like I said, here is another one. I made the mice, I guess, blue and pink for a boy and a girl. And glitter gel pen, you know, nothing too extravagant, just some easy coloring. This one with the ducklings and the mom duck. And whatever black I used for this background, it was some kind of alcohol marker, is a yellowing one, because I see there's a little bit of yellowing here, but I don't remember what I used. But I know I used the same markers throughout this whole book, so I'm not exactly sure. This one right here, the pig, I added glossy accents to the jars, which kind of buckled my page. Maybe I added too much or something. It didn't do this before, but when I was looking through, I noticed. But it's well loved. It's used. Which one's next? This one. Yeah. This one, I wanted to create a rainbow effect, I remember. And it was right after the first Sonic the Hedgehog movie came out. And so I wanted to make this hedgehog look like Sonic, kind of, in a way. This one, very cute farmer mouse and farmer mouse wife. Or it could be a boy. It could be a boy or a girl. But I made my tractor look like a John Deere tractor. And I wanted to do the coloring of my mom and her husband because they have a farm, and my mom's hair color's this color and her husband has gray hair. So that's why I did it that way. This one, lots of fun glittery effects on this one. I don't know if you can see it, but I've used glitter on top of the background. And I originally colored it with alcohol marker, but then I put the glitter on top. So I think that made it so that the yellowing didn't happen. Oh, I see a little. But it was almost like putting the glitter. I think this is Extreme Glitter Mod Podge. Was almost like a protective barrier to protect it from transferring the yellow. And yeah, this one was lots of fun, this mole. And I did the circle around it to give it some ground. I've also done this one with the bees. And I outlined their wings with the white. I think that looks nice. I have this cute one with the two little cowboy and cowgirl mice. I didn't want to make a background, so I just colored the elements on the page. And I wanted to make it look like her cowboy hat and cowboy boots were glittery, because I saw someone in a rodeo that had a glittery hat and cowboy boots, and I thought that was really fun. So I just was mimicking something I saw at the rodeo. And then I've done this one, which is the cows enjoying a milkshake with some candlelight. Very fun, very cute. So yeah, there's a bunch in there. I've also done a bunch in 50 jungle miniatures, and I've done this intro part. I think I was just testing out some markers and just wanted to color something really quick. I've done this one with the frogs. This was in June 2023. And I kind of like this idea of putting this like rectangular shape in the background. It doesn't cover the whole thing, but it's enough like grounding that it makes the picture look cool. So it almost makes me think they're in front of a movie screen because it's like perfect like a movie screen. Here I did this one for the 4th of July one year because we have red, white, and blue, and this has glossy accents on it, the butterflies, and their eyeballs do too. I didn't go too much so it hasn't warped the page, and then I have washi tape and stickers on here as well. And you can see the glitter effects, kind of. In the background, I created my own stencil, and I tried to make it look like clouds the best I could. I've done this cute one back in 22, the ones with the pandas. I think I did it for a Gemini prompt because there's two exactly the same thing. And I've done this one, June 22. And this one, this is really cute. I like the colors that I used here, and I like the colors that I used on the mice. So that is 50 jungle miniatures. I have the 50 mythical miniatures, and this one I haven't colored in at all. It has all these cute mythical creatures. And I think Winter 89 is doing like a color along in this book. I think they're almost done. But yeah, I haven't colored in mine. So yeah, I have that one. I have the 50 prehistoric miniatures. When this one came out, I was really excited because I like the idea of a prehistoric book. And I've only done one now, and it was this one. And I created the illusion there was more eggs behind them, because if they're in a nest, then there probably was more eggs. And yeah, I tried to make this one look like Sarah, and this one look like Ducky from like Land Before Time. And I've added some glitter to it to make it kind of fun. Usually when I color in these books, they're pretty much alcohol marker, gel pen, maybe I throw in some glossy accents or other glitter effects, but I don't go massively into the shading thing. I try to keep these pretty simple, except for this one, obviously. This one I did do shading, but this is a perfect example of doing a page that doesn't have an animal, and I added the rectangle. Oh, looks like I have some kind of powder. Oh, this must be a pastel because it rubs off. That's okay. But yeah, I think I used pastel markers for this, and then I shaded with pencils, obviously. But I think that looks good. This one turned out really cute. I like the color palette I used here. I like how my mice came out. Very fun. Another really cute one with the mom zebra and the baby zebra in the moonlight. I don't know if they had a line here or if I created the line just to enclose it. I can't remember. Oh, this one's another fun one. I colored this one to represent each one of my kids, and like they broke a shiny vase, and there's glitter, obviously. Since my oldest son loves red, I had him be the red monkey, and then this one's supposed to be my middle son, and this one's supposed to be my daughter. So it was kind of fun to do something like that. Oh, this one kind of sticked a little bit. This one was a buddy color, I remember. And it was for like a Christmas in July thing. So I just used Christmas colors, but colored a fun image. So my monkeys are Christmas colors. Then we've got the giraffe, and then I have these like confetti things that I've glued down that I got the confetti at like the dollar store, just to add some sparkle to the page. And then the last one that I've done in this book is this one with the stork and the baby rhinoceros, which is really cute. And I wanted, originally I was thinking, well, do I want this a boy or a girl? But since she had a bow, I thought, oh, it's girl. So we'll give her the girl pink, baby pink colors, and we'll do the stork blue. That's what I was thinking in my head. 50 woodland miniatures. This one, I have done these little chipmunks. And I tried to use a King's Art gel stick for the background. And when it gets too close to things, it kind of muddies things up. So I was still learning how to tackle that type of thing. And I didn't want to cover the entire page. I just wanted to give like a splash of color through the center. And there's glossy accents on these little chipmunks' eyes. And by putting that on, it made it so that the white part doesn't look very white anymore. And this one's a fun one that I did. I used a very colorful, kind of rainbowy type of color palette. But instead of red, I've used pink. And it's just really fun and really bright and colorful. And this is a little dragonfly sticker that I got at the dollar store. I like those little pop-up stickers. They're fun. I have 50 space themed miniatures. And I haven't colored in this one. I was going to in Space Timber, but it never happened. And has lots of like little aliens and different creatures from outer space. Yeah, I think there's little, I think there's also some like astronauts in here too. If I can find one with there's a spaceship. The mice astronauts. There's a little girl astronaut. There you go. So some fun ones in there. I have the 50 summer theme miniatures. This was one of the earlier ones that she did. And I have quite a few done in here because when she first came out with books, I really, really liked them. And I really went to town coloring in them. So here's the title page or nameplate page, I guess you could say. Did that one. This one with the dogs. Put some glitter on the water there. Done this beach scene. There's glossy accents on the seashells. Stickles on the water. And the only thing that's alcohol marker is the orange flower. I've done this bicycle page. Lots of glitter gel pen on there. A little finer, and in this book, her line work is thinner than in the old or the newer ones. And then this one I did with watercolors. I wanted to see how watercolors would behave on Amazon paper, so I did this whole thing with watercolors. And you can see that it's wrinkled and puckered, but yeah. Some shimmer watercolors on the lanterns and the watercolors on the flowers. Next I have 50 Easter miniatures, and this one I've only done one, and it was this really cute one with the chicks painting an Easter egg. And I've added washi tape right here to kind of give the idea of a present type of feel. And there's some really cute Easter pages in here. But yeah, there's that one. This one came before Easter miniatures. This is 50 spring miniatures. Was this released? Yeah, I think this was released before the summer one, but I can't remember for sure. I've done this one with the nameplate page, very pink and purple, springtime. I did this one. This one was the first one I did in the book, and I used Crayola Blend and Shade pencils to color this. A little bit of marker, but it was mostly pencils, and I know this one was a buddy color. I've done that one. I did that in March in 2021 for St. Patrick's Day, and I think I did that one too, same time. It's a glitter in that one. Just making sure we're still in frame. I tend to drift out of frame when I don't have my mat. 50 dessert themed miniatures. This is one of the newer ones, and I think this one's really cute. I've only done a couple though. I did this one with the little cute fox. My son likes foxes a lot, so we've named this one Foxy, and we've got like a cherry lemon type of cake, and these look like mint leaves to me. So yeah, this turned out really cute. And then I've done this one, which has the little butterfly carrying a berry tart. And I tried to make the wings kind of look like a cookie. And then I did this stenciling in the background to kind of give the idea of like a picnic feel. And I think this is really fun. It's really cute. I have the 50 Arctic themed miniatures. This is a new one as well, a newer one. This one was gifted to me, and I haven't had a chance to color in it. And now that we're in summer season, may wait until more colder season to color it, but you never know. There's still some fun things that you can color off season. Really cute. And then the last one I have here is 50 monster themed miniatures. Now I do have Christmas miniatures and festive themed miniatures, like the Christmas ones, but I think they're with my Christmas coloring books. So I don't have them out. They're in a tote stored for the Christmas season. So those will probably be shown later down the road. But the 50 monster themed miniatures, I have colored in this one a couple times. Which one is first? This one. So I did this one, and this was a buddy color. And I went to town with using all my resources, stickers and stencils and glitter and markers and yeah, fine liners, white gel pen. Yeah, I just had a lot of fun with just doing this one. And it says, if you're lucky enough to be different, never change. And I really like this quote. I have children with disabilities, and so I really like that quote. So, and they're all different monsters. I think I did this in October because these are all pink pumpkins, and I had a pink pumpkin challenge back in October. This one I wanted to make Christmas themed, and this was a buddy color. Yeah, I decided to make it look like a Yeti and used Christmas colors and added some pine and hollies to each one of these little leaves just to give it kind of a Christmassy feel. And then I added some washi tape on the bottom to make it look like he was sitting on some presents. Maybe they'd be books, like coloring books or something. But yeah, and I did a little shading on him with pencil. So he has a little more done to him than my normal, but that's all good. So those are all the 50 themed ones. Now I'm going to go into the ones that I have that are mandalas. So I have this big book of 100 beautiful mandalas. And this one was put out, when did she do this? 2018, so this one's been out a while. And I just started working from the front. And at first I was just kind of picking colors at random and just coloring them. And then I started adding some gel pen, as you can see. This one I did for the 4th of July because I have red and white stripes. Then I decided, hey, why not go through the rainbow color palette? Here we have red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. And then I started to do the random thing again. Another random. This one was for Halloween because it has Halloween colors. This one was in April of 22. Lots of pinks and purples there. It's July of 22. September of 22. November of 22. October 23. And that's all I did from the front of the book. So there's quite a few. And then I also did some from the back so that maybe I could meet in the middle. So this one was done in 2020. And I feel like this one looks like Elsa with the light blue and the silver and the white and yellow. And I did this one as well. This one has mostly gel pens on it. Yeah, I think it's all gel pen. But I didn't get very far from the back ones. So I was just kind of thinking if I worked from both sides, then maybe I'll meet in the middle someday. We'll see. Those are pretty easy mandalas to conquer. I have 50 spiral mandalas. This was gifted to me towards the beginning of my color journey, and I have colored this one with the Mardi Gras colors, and I've added gemstones, and there's glitter gel pen all over it. But these ones are all spiral, like it says in the front. So kind of like a spinning thing. I have 50 summertime mandalas. This one was gifted to me. I was part of a Facebook group that was called a Pay It Forward Facebook group. And what you did is you put your wish list on the group, and people would randomly send you things. When they received a package, then you would, like if they received one, then they would send one. And if you received one, then you would send one. And it was just kind of a fun thing to do. And someone sent me this. I don't know who it was that sent it to me, but it was very nice of them. And I colored this one, which has crabs and sea life stuff in a mandala fashion. But most of these pictures are not like this. Most of them are kind of like this with an image in the middle and like a border on the outside. So that's what most of this book is. Uh, 50 Clover Mandalas. This one I got because I thought it would be fun to have something for St. Patrick's Day. And I've only done a couple in here. I did this one back in 22 in March. And then I did this one in 2025. So this year in March. And they're very basic. I don't go in and shade or anything. I just use markers and gel pens and just color them. And whatever comes out, comes out. Just a therapeutic color, more or less. 50 Stylish Mandalas. This one's kind of a unique one. I'll show you some that I colored. So this I've colored, this little intro thing, just to pass some time. It looks like I used gel pens and a couple big intensity fine liners. And let's start from the beginning. So that's the nameplate page. This one has black outlining. I'll show you one that's not colored so you can see. I like the colors of that. That's pretty cool. And then that one was the last one I had done. But see how there's black in with the mandala? And then this had black around it too, but when you put the color in, it looks different. Just to give you an idea. I know that there's a colorist out there that finished this whole book and she loved it so much she bought a second copy. And it is a really fun one to color. And then the last mandala book I have from her is the 50 triangular mandalas. And this one basically has everything in a triangle. I've done the nameplate page, as you can see. I've done this page. This was in 2021, a lot of glitter gel pen. And then I've done this one, and this was in 22. I like the colors on this one too. If you're ever stuck, like for color palettes and things like that, and you really don't know what you want to color, mandalas are great for that because you can pull that and then just close your eyes, stick your hand in your marker bin, choose like 3 markers, and then choose like 2 gel pens and just color a mandala and see what happens. You might discover some really cool color palettes. 50 Delightful Fairies. She has a few of these 50 books that are different than the miniatures, and I've only colored one in here, but to show you different things that are in here, they're more detailed and bigger. You don't see these ones on a lot of people's channels, and people don't talk about them very much. They are really pretty. And I have done this one with the fairy and the unicorn, and this was a buddy color. And of course I had to give her a yellow dress and yellow fairy wings because yellow is my favorite color. And then I gave the unicorn rainbow hair, kind of like Rainbow Bright's horse. So, yeah. I have the 50 Impressive Female Warriors. And I've only done one in this one as well, but this one also is pretty cool. It has different warriors, all girls, different ethnicities, different kind of stances. That one, that's cool. Lots of wavy hair in this. And I have done the Space Girl, which was this one. I had a really fun time coloring this because I had just seen Guardians of the Galaxy and she just struck me as one of those characters, and I really wanted to play with color and have fun. And yeah, I still really enjoy this. I did this a long time ago, but it was a very fun page to do. I have 50 Lovely Gnomes. And I think this is the only gnome book by Kameliya. She has some gnomes in like the mythical creatures and stuff, but this is the one that's like solely gnome based. I have done this one. This one was a buddy color as well. I did kind of a neutral color palette. I think it was a challenge. And I have glossy accents on their eyes, the snail, and this little ladybug. It kind of bled out the color there, but it's all right. It did buckle the page a little bit, the glossy accents. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. You just never know. And then I did the one behind it as well, and this one has the bunny. And there's glossy accents on this too. Really cute and fun. And these ones, all the gnomes in this book, they have their eyes open. Well, they're like their hat doesn't cover their eyes, I guess I should say. That one's really cute. That one's for cold weather. Baby gnomes, musical instruments. Lots of fun ones in here. I really like that gnome book. If you like gnomes, you probably like something like that. 50 diminutive countryside scenes. So when she started putting out these particular books, I thought they looked really interesting and fairy tale like they could be fairy tale houses. And I have colored this one with the goats and the pink tree because I wanted it to be springtime. This one doesn't have a house, but goats in a tree. Here's one with the house. I've done the house and the kitties. And there's gel pen on the little flowers. I get stuck sometimes coloring cats because I don't know what colors to color them. Like this one, I gave it multicolors. So it works. I did this wishing well one. I think I did this one with tail tree markers, if I remember right. It's been a while. And this one feels very cottage, could be seen in a fairy tale. And I wanted to make it autumn, so I made the trees look autumny. I think the grass, the ground, this green is too dark for autumn. I should have done more of like a tan, but it is what it is. I didn't want it to blend in with the house, and I only had so many markers. And then this one, it's like, whoa, holy house. I mean, whoa, that's a bright color of blue, but it is what it is. Yeah, I don't think I would ever do a house this color ever again. But I thought, oh, blue and yellow complement each other. I will just go with it. And this is what came out. And yeah, it's too strong for me. But yeah, it's finished. And yeah, we have these ducks. I put the sparkle pop that shifts on them. It's in a green pen, but it kind of comes off kind of turquoisey. But yeah, those are the ones I've done in there. I have the 50 diminutive Seaside Scenes. This one I haven't colored in, but would be great for the summer because it has lighthouses and stuff in it. And oceanfront type scenes. That one looks totally like a fairy tale house. Little castle, kind of Rapunzel-y feel, but on the ocean. There's one with some waves. Perfect summer one, I think. If you're into coloring little houses and stuff. This one, 50 diminutive spring scenes. I haven't colored in this one either. You could probably get away with coloring some of these in the summer too. Maybe not that one, but there's some gnomes in there. It's a cute one. The 50 diminutive summer scenes. So this one would be perfect for the summertime right now. We've got, they've added gnomes to this one, or she's added gnomes to this one. Little characters. Maybe after the other ones, people requested that she add characters to these, so maybe that's why there's some different characters. Flipping through this, I actually really like it. I might have to color something in here. Look how cute that is. So there's that one. This is the newer one of the diminutive. And this is the 30 romantic scenes. So this one was out in February. And she went from 50 to 30. And the books is thinner. But that's okay. I mean, do I think I'd actually color 50 anyway? Probably not. Has all these cute romantic little scenes. Very fun. Now we're going into this the Spellbound types books. Yeah, the Spellbound ones. I have 50 Spellbound woodland scenes. And this one has a lot of like mythical creatures in it. And I've done this one. And this one was a buddy color. Used my pastel markers and glitter gel pens for this one. But yeah, I kind of give an idea. You can kind of color this one all year round because there's some kind of scary ones and summery ones and springy ones. Look at this one with the frogs. This would be good. Well, it looks like summer because of the frogs, but since he has a leaf and he has an acorn hat, I wonder if it's supposed to be more fall. I guess you could do either or. This could be like September, you know. There's a Halloween looking one. All right, and then I have this one. So I only have the 2. I have that one and the 30 Spellbound Cloudy Scenes. I know there's a mermaid one, but I didn't get the mermaid one. Yeah, this one I thought was really, really cute with the images I saw. And I like the idea of things being in the clouds. Look at that, that's totally fairy tale like. Love fairy tales. So she changed those to be the 30 as well. And then I have a few of these 50 vacation and summer fairy houses, the fairy houses ones. Now, I thought I had the Christmas winter one, and it could be with my Christmas books. But the ones that I have out right now is this one and the spring one. So this one is like your summer one, and I have colored in this. I colored this cute one with the monkey, and I did it at nighttime because it's hot during the day, so he's chillaxing at night with his little island. It's really cute. It's like they have these little islands to themselves. Really fun. A strawberry house. Yeah, just give you an idea. And I like that there's borders around these. And there's a lot of mythical creatures in this one as well. Yeah, last one I have to share with you today is 50 Easter and Spring Fairy Houses. And I have colored in here, but I'll kind of show you what's in here. A lot of Eastery flowers, things like that in this book. I think there's even a shamrock house, if I remember right. But the one that I've done is towards the front, and it's this one. And I used pastel markers, except for the browns aren't in the pastel markers. And I've used, looks like I did a little bit of glossy accents on the eyes, and I added these birds. I drew in these birds. But yeah, that's how this turned out. Didn't do any shading with pencil, just pretty much markers. And the blue hearts, I did those for autism awareness one year. So any page that had a blue heart was to represent autism awareness. But that's it. So that is all my Kameliya Angelkova coloring books. Let me know what is your favorite one. If you had a favorite page in any of the ones that I just showed you. I did a Kameliya Angelkova collection video a while ago, and I have more books now. So yeah, it's good to have an update for that. Now, I did have other books on the shelf as well, but since there was quite a few just Kameliya Angelkova books, I figured I would do a separate video just for those. And the next video that I share with you, it may be the continuation of this shelf, or it may be my completed pages for May and June. It just depends on timing and stuff. I have been thinking, since I didn't do very many in June and I didn't do very many in May, maybe I'll just do a May, June, and July completed pages summer, so that way I can have more than enough pages to share with you on a video. Let me know your thoughts, and I appreciate you guys sticking by for my coloring journey. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't. It helps the channel grow, and I appreciate everybody who watches my channel and your support. Bye, friends. Have a fabulous day.